Now at 6:30, an unforgettable run. The Milwaukee Brewers coming short of a World Series appearance. The fans already looking forward to next season. Plus lottery surge, the historic drawings that are expected to hit record winnings. And another brisk fall day when we could see a warm-up early this week. That's all ahead on Live at Daybreak.
Right now, from Milwaukee, this is today's TMJ4, Live at Daybreak.
And a good Sunday morning to you this October. I'm Kevin Wells.
And I'm meteorologist Erin Pintar. We're going to have a hot one today.
Warm?
Warm.
Oh, it was going to be cold out.
A warm 37 degrees. Do you need a full 7-day from me? All right, go back to the desk.
All righty.
Yeah, so we're going to have a warm 37 degrees. Wow, I look small in this chroma key. Dude, warm is the first thing that popped into my head. I don't know why. So 37 degrees, inland 37 with, I don't know what M stands for, clear and breezy. And later tonight, we'll keep you updated. Back to you.
What a run for the Milwaukee Brewers. The team lost Game 7 last night to the Los Angeles Dodgers, but they're not letting it get them down. The team looking ahead to next season. Delaney Bry with more from the game.
Sometimes it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And while the Milwaukee Brewers missed their destination of a World Series appearance by one game, the memories they made along the way will last a lifetime.
We made a nice step. I mean, I met a lot of new friends. Guys like Moose came in and really helped us a lot, and a lot of good friendships. And it was really fun playing with those guys.
Just every single.
And the Milwaukee Brewers tweeted out this thank you to fans after the game, saying in part, "Thank you, Brewers fans, for your energy and your passion this season. It has been an unbelievable journey, and it wouldn't have happened without you." It's been 36 years since the Brewers have been in a World Series, and they were just one game away from going this year. Charles Benson talked with Brewers and Dodgers fans after the game.
There'll be no World Series in Milwaukee. The Brewers did push it to a Game 7, but it just didn't go their way. Fans are now leaving here at Miller Park somewhat disappointed, I would say. How are you feeling, Brian?
I am not happy. The bats just didn't come together, and I thought they were going to for the end of the series, but it just didn't work out.
Started off exciting, we went up, right?
Sure did. That's what everyone was saying. If Yelich gets that going right at the beginning, we'll be great.
But the whole season?
Loved it. I'm looking forward to next year. We're building a great team.
It was a historic night for the Brewers. There's only been 3 Game 7s in Milwaukee baseball history. The first in 1957 when the Braves beat the New York Yankees, winning the World Series. The following year, the Yankees beat the Braves in Milwaukee. And of course, in 1982, the St. Louis Cardinals beat the Brewers, clinching the World Series. A bright future for the team as they look forward to next season. Here's Lance Allen with what they hope to bring to the table next year.
Afterward in the Brewers clubhouse, there was a different feeling. Yes, they were sad because they came one game short of the World Series, but they feel that the future is oh so bright.
I was really miserable, obviously, at the end of the game, but I saw our fans as they were leaving, and this was a special experience for them, and people were not leaving. They were sad, but they were sort of smiling, and that was a nice thing.
Owner of the team. We've got you covered for all things Brewers. Take a look back at our fan galleries on our website and look at the highlights from the National League Series. It's all on tmj4.com/Brewers. New this morning, the Sheboygan Police Department advising drivers to avoid several blocks on Union Avenue. Police say a traffic car crashed into a building and caused a fire near Union and 23rd Street, and that will close the street down for a couple of hours this morning. We are looking forward to finding out more about what happened and if anyone was hurt. Now to the vote. Wisconsin's future Governor Scott Walker and his Democratic challenger Tony Evers both made steps yesterday in our area. Walker was in Glendale to kick off a statewide campaign tour, while Evers canvassed in Milwaukee. It appears to be an incredibly close race. The most recent Marquette University poll has Walker up by just 1 point.
Just a competitive state. In many ways, it's kind of a microcosm of America. You've got urban areas, you've got rural areas, you've got suburban areas, you've got places in between. It's a pretty good microcosm of America.
The general election is just 16 days away on November 6th. Today's TMJ4 is hosting a debate between Walker and Evers this coming Friday. Charles Benson, Shannon Sims, and Mitch Tyke from UWM will moderate. You can watch it live here on today's TMJ4. If you have a question for the candidates, text the word debate to the number on your screen, then follow the directions. Your question could be asked during the debate. Coming up on Live at Daybreak, another growing prize, the 2 lottery drawings skyrocketing, and there's no winner. Up next, the perfect, inexpensive way to entertain your family this afternoon while supporting the arts.
It's going to be a hot one.
The federal government approves the next step to get their financial help after flooding storms across Wisconsin in August and September. The move makes individuals and businesses the affected counties eligible for federal disaster assistance, which covers most of the south central part of the state. Another lottery drawing growing closer this morning after a winner was not yet announced. In the $470 million Powerball jackpot, it's now estimated to grow to $620 million for Wednesday night. But it's no comparison to the Mega Millions. No one won that drawing on Friday. Tuesday night's drawing is estimated to be $1.6 billion. It is now time for On This Sunday Morning. A lot still ahead on Live at Daybreak. Coming up, if you have a child for at least 4 and up, a play called Nate the Great is perfect for you to go see today. We have plenty of stars on the show next. Plus, meteorologist Lance Hill is in next with your full storm team forecast. Here's a final look. Here's a final look at your top stories. The Sheboygan Police Department advising drivers to avoid several blocks on Union Avenue. Police say a car crashed into a building and caused a fire near Union and 23rd Street. We are still working to find out more about what happened and if anyone was hurt. 30 people are hurt after a floor collapsed during a party at an apartment complex near Clemson University. It happened early this morning when police say the first fell into the basement when the party goers were dancing. Authorities say none of the injuries appear to be life-threatening. The Milwaukee Brewers are now looking ahead to next season. They lost to the Los Angeles Dodgers in Game 7 yesterday, 5-1, but it was a great season and a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, and it wasn't some bad weather either, even though we have a closed roof.
Yeah, lucky to have that roof. It's getting chilly out there.
Are. It is getting very chilly. We are dipping down low into 37.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
That's how I feel as well. Unfortunately, I don't have anything better to forecast.
That's all right. Well, just stay warm. That's all there is to it.
Yes.
Well, thank you for joining us today on Live at Daybreak. We'll be back here with a live news update in a half hour. The federal government approves the next step to get their financial help after flooding and storm victims across Wisconsin in August and September. The move makes individuals and businesses in the affected counties eligible for federal disaster assistance, which covers most of the south and central parts of the state. Another lottery drawing growing this morning after a winner was not announced in the $470 million Powerball jackpot. It's now estimated to grow to $620 million for Wednesday night. But it's no comparison to the Mega Millions. No one won that drawing on Friday, and Tuesday night's drawing is estimated to be around $1.6 billion. It is now time on this Sunday morning. A lot of time still ahead on Daybreak. Coming up, if you have a child at least 4 and up, a play called Nate the Great is perfect for you to go see this morning. We have the stars on the show next. And plus, meteorologist Lance Hill is in next with your full storm team forecast. The federal government approves the next step to get their financial help after flooding and storm victims across Wisconsin in August and September. The move makes individuals and businesses in the affected counties eligible for federal disaster assistance, which covers most of the south and central parts of the state. Another lottery drawing is growing this morning after a winner was not announced in the $470 million Powerball jackpot. It's now estimated to grow to around $620 million for Wednesday night. But that's still no comparison to the Mega Millions. No one won that drawing on Friday, so Tuesday night's drawing is expected to be around $1.6 billion. It is now 10:38 this Sunday morning, and a lot still ahead on Live at Daybreak coming up. If you have a child at least 4 and up, a play called Nate the Great is perfect for you to go see. We have the stars on the show next. And plus, meteorologist Lance Hill is in next with your full storm team forecast. What a night in Milwaukee. Not only are the Brewers in Game 6 of the NLCS, but it's the first game at Fiserv Forum, the season opener for the Milwaukee Bucks, as they will take on the Indiana Pacers. The new digs, Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. You should be proud of your new entertainment center. Then the Bucks say, are you not entertained? Giannis Antetokounmpo wants some more of the rim rocking. Puts up a double-double with 26 points and 13 boards. Under Mike Budenholzer, this team will shoot threes. And I mean everyone. A big roar from the crowd as big man John Henson hits one. The steady Chris Middleton also loves the spacing and the freedom to shoot threes. The Bucks win the first official game in Fiserv Forum, 118-101.
It was great. The fans came out. It's a playoff contender, a divisional opponent. You always want to play well against them, and that's what we did.
Did you ever think you would be spacing the floor, knocking down threes like you were tonight?
Not in a million years, honestly. But it's just a good offense, man. We got to learn to hit those shots, so they're going to keep going up when I have opportunity.
It's homecoming. The Wisconsin Badgers take the field at Camp Randall tomorrow morning, hosting the Fighting Illini. Paul Kreis is now pleased with how his team has performed this week after the embarrassment at Michigan last week.
That's what's awesome about sports, is the responses. Those are the lessons. That's the takeaways. And I have liked the way the guys have responded this week, and now we get to go out and play.
Coming up, it's the first playoff frenzy. Highlights from the first round just around the corner.
From today's TMJ4, it's the Friday Football Frenzy, sponsored by Wisconsin Vision.
It's a cliche that's true. Time truly does fly. It doesn't seem possible that the Friday Football Frenzy is entering the postseason, the first round to get to Madtown. Let's go to the big game. Sheboygan Falls at St. Francis. Already up 7-0. Falls scores again. Mason Miller, the short touchdown run, making it 14-0. Sheboygan Fall bring in the defense as well. After the completion, Patrick Hauser looks up and sees a sea of white jerseys. Ouch. On the direct snap, Justin Tempest goes around the corner to the left and adds with the finishing touch. And it is time for the cheerleaders to do push-ups. The Sheboygan Falls advances 27-0. Sheboygan Falls wins it in a shutout. Next stop, Wisconsin Lutheran in the lovely village of Greendale. Greendale with a pretty play here. Quarterback Sean Sanchez back to pass and fires Rainbow, which is caught by Maceo Wooden as he high points it in and brings it down. Then Sanchez scores on the next play, putting Greendale up 7-0. Lutheran coming back. Colin Olson hits Caleb Bultz with the beauty of a pitch and catch. Greendale wins a wild one, 42-37. An SEC rivalry game, Kenosha Bradford at Oak Creek. Oak Creek on the dive, running back Edwin Rodriguez takes it and busts it up the middle for a gain of 22. Kenosha's Bradford, Matisse Fuller finds and hits wideout Darian Williams. He takes it inside for the 10, but then the drive stalls as Oak Creek with the first touchdown of the game, Isaiah Butler with the short touchdown. Oak Creek led 10-0 in the second quarter. The OC Knights roll 37-10. Campbell Sport visit Greendale Martin Luther, and the hosts are rude tonight. Quarterback Nicholas Nargs reaches the throw, and he has no chance as he is sacked by Brody Lee. It's then time for Darius Crawley-Reed show. First on the offensive, takes a handoff and in to the end zone room before finding it. Then on the defensive end, Crawley-Reed with the interception, and he is headed to the other way for a touchdown. Martin Luther advances to level 2 with a 53-6 victory. Not even close in that one. Arrowhead takes the long road trip to Verona. This was all Warhawks. First quarter, NIC Wolfel with the shovel pass to Josh Nielsen as he goes around the right and into the end zone for 6. Arrowhead leads. Verona tried to keep it close. Adam Beck hits Hank for a nice long gainer. But this was a blowout from the start. Arrowhead wins convincingly 63-21. Milwaukee area, Madison area, Pewaukee, and at McFarland. It was a sloppy game early on. Pirate running back BJ Yost cannot handle the pitch, and he fumbles the ball. Then later on, the punt attempt is blocked by Pewaukee's Josh Geisel and then taken in over the great field position. And on the next drive, quarterback Brady Solomon back to pass. He finds tight end TJ Chadwick for the score. Pewaukee wins a nail-biter 22-21. Final stop, Kenosha Indian Trail in the Milwaukee Riverside at South Stadium. Indian Trail already up 14-0, looking for more. Running back Alex Jarvis with a nice run. Same drive, check out the hard work by running back Jalen Grant. He bounces off one tackle and just keeps things going. The legs moving, finally gets wrestled down. Jarvis finishes the drive off as he takes the ball into the end zone. Indian Trail rolls 21-0. Back after this on today's TMJ4.